as you all know, the mods I like to make are pretty fun, but not usually are they very, say, practical. I like to do things that are enjoyable, but I was going through the BeamNG repository and I happened to come across something which really seemed to catch my eye. And it's that somebody had put a flat 8 engine into the Bolide. Now, for those of you that are a little bit more technically knowledgeable about these sort of things, is a flat engine is very good for a low center of gravity, and the Bolide's handling usually is not good. Some may even say it's pretty bad. By some may say, I mean, a lot of that is me. I say that it's pretty bad. Now, you may be thinking, if the flat engines are so good, why don't all supercars have them? Well, that's because those vehicles usually try to incorporate some sort of ground effect for downforce on them. But BeamNG is actually pretty bad when it comes to aerodynamics. See, BeamNG basically has planes in which air going past it causes downforce, which is not really how wings work, but it's how they do it. It's a very peculiar system, and it basically means that ground effect is really difficult to do. Now, some people have done proper ground effect sort of mods. I don't know how accurate or how good they are, but the BeamNG devs seem to have some sort of like thing against giving any vehicles ground effect, especially ones that really should have it. I mean, let me show you the Civetta. It has a rear diffuser, but it's not a real one, as it just starts right there. A real underbody tray should really start all the way up at the front, so not great. And then we've got like this full-on race Hirochi. Nothing to be sneezed at all. Now this is a lot like a Porsche. It's got a flat engine in the rear, but that's because they also don't have a flat underbody either. So BeamNG doesn't really care about that. And if they don't care about that, well then, that's where the flat engine starts to become its own thing. So before... What? Wait. Why is the vehicle not driving off? Here's an annoying thing about this mod. And it seems to be a very common sort of thing. People don't know, I think, how to make full, complete mods. I mean, even I struggle with it, so I'm not really throwing stones in a glass house here. I suppose I am. But this person's single mod requires 3 other mods. This one, which, okay, sure. Then there's this one, which, okay, I don't know why this would be required, but whatever. And then this, which is another weird one, which is found 1,600 pages into this. Please, learn how to make mods yourself. As a result, it looks like this mod hasn't worked quite right. I'm gonna bring up a special little app called Powertrain, and it looks like we have nothing after a dummy shaft. Let's try loading it from here and see if that works. No. You know, I never did look at reviews. It seems that there's nothing in here. Am I meant to read something? Oh god, I'm dyslexic. I don't want to do reading. No. It just goes into basically what inspirations we use for the model. We'll look at that later. In the meantime, I think we're missing some sort of drive shaft? No. We're missing maybe the differential looks like it's missing. Huh. This is not the normal layout. I am very confused. I mean, it seems that we got pretty much everything here. Why is there nothing after the dummy drive shaft? From here, there's probably meant to be some sort of differential. There is literally nothing here called diff. How is this possible? I don't what is... Okay, you know what? Give me some time. I'm gonna do some troubleshooting with this mod. All right. I'm an idiot. Turns out that the last one only downloads and didn't subscribe because I'm dumb and forgot to copy it over from my downloads folder. So let's give that a try now. Perfect. Now it's all connected. Oh my god. All right, cool. So a lot of the handling here, I'm going to say is cheating. All-wheel drive just is, you know, better. But let's give it a try and see what the car's actually like. I mean, it feels fairly stable. I did glance that wall a little bit, but it doesn't feel like my steering is damaged. It sounds nice. Oh, we've got ESC on this thing? Are you kidding me? No. Now, I know that this thing is meant to be a resto mod, but come on. Stability control? Wait, there's off or comfort? Those are the only two options. Okay. Oh, this thing is brutal. Oh my god, it's so fast. And we have the same problems with this that we have with the normal one, where there's lots of lift-off oversteer. It does, however, feel a lot more stable than it did previously. Brake turn in. Oh yeah, that all-wheel drive system is doing a fantastic job here. We're not stopping. Okay, ABS. I kind of want to learn how to do ABS, because some people have, oh, wow, that was weird. It got some understeer there. You know what? That's probably the old drive system causing that understeer. It does make it a lot more controllable, though. So, I mean, it's a bit of a trade-off. Wow, this thing is bouncy. It's also incredibly fast. Wait, are we doing the turbo version? Wait, hold on a second. Let's bring out a torque graph. Yep, okay. We're at like 800 horsepower. No, this vehicle does not need that much power. No wonder this thing is bonkers. If we have a look at the mod, there is turbo and non-turbo variants. I thought the 5-liter turbo wasn't meant to create that much power though. Yeah, it says here it's only meant to make 750. That's weird. Well, let's go in and make this thing, you know, not quite so kill me. Twin turbocharger system? Yeah, no turbo system, please. We're now at 400 horsepower, which is about what this sort of era vehicle would have. The manifold has gone completely though, so we have the option of like a big turbo system or just nothing. Wait, no, there is a high performance intake. There we go. Is that naturally aspirated? It looks to be. We're not getting any power numbers. Where's these oopsie daisies. We'll just ignore that. The intake seems to go through a weird piping system and then into there. Okay, well, that makes sense. But that does put us up back to 560 from 5 liters. Come on. Like, where does it? So I thought that this would be like some sort of resto mod. I kind of gave that a bit of a head cannon sort of thing. But come on. Where do you get a flat 8 from? The last time I heard of a flat 8 being made, it was in the 1960s in F1 cars, and they were like 3 liters maximum. And then they got rid of them because of ground effect. If you don't know what ground effect does, it basically means that this engine is a lot wider than a normal one, meaning that air channels are not really as open as they could be for real ground effect to take effect. Anyway, let's go ahead, clean up the UI, and see. Oh, that sounds better already. Oh, I like this sound a lot more than the other one. I'm not a big fan of the understeer, though, that we get from all-wheel drive, so I mean, there's... I also feel that this thing probably shouldn't have ABS. Like, what was it in Top Gear? There was, they said that the creators of TVR, I think it was, were asked if they were going to get ABS because of some sort of like EU regulation coming in saying that all cars had to have ABS. And then the guy said, oh, wait, we didn't get that memo. So, I mean, to have ABS just feels a little disingenuous to the original spirit of this vehicle when it was made. I'm also going to get rid of the all drive system. Front subframe, front suspension, front differential empty. I wonder if it still drives. Okay, good. Yes, it does. You know what's happening? I think it's now... Okay, weird. Let's go into the transactional all drive. Let's go rear-wheel drive transfer case. And then for the rear differential... Oh, it seems to be stuck at this? Wait, can we get rid of that and then have just the normal rear suspension? Nope. Okay, I don't know where the rear diff is. It seems that I can only have... Alright, well, sure, we'll go with that then. And things are okay. Alright, this is possible. Whoa, hello. That's a lot of oversteer. But you know what? I can deal with it because we don't understeer in like mid-late corner. Oh, and we do go around. Now, I'm not a big fan of these wheels on this mod either. But you know what? It's what they wanted. They can go ham. I do like the aesthetic. But once again, I just feel it's not quite what I would choose. Also, this thing could do with my livery. Hold on, give me a second. Ooh, power of anime. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna drive a Bolide ever again without this skin on. I don't know if this is a target top like the anime skin that I made, but I think it works pretty well. Oh dear. No, come on. Get back on the track, please. There we go. So, it does feel better than the original. I almost kind of want to do a before and after to do some comparisons of lap times around a track. For now though, I'm going to do one last little thing, and that is to bring up the debug to see if the engine nodes are actually taking advantage of the lower center of gravity. So if I have a look around, I'm trying to find engine nodes, and yeah, you know what, they are fairly low. We got engine node 4, which is the upper one, and then engine node down here. So it is very low. Maybe that's a little cheatingly low, but you know what, it is actually doing pretty well. I'd also say that pay attention to your UV unwraps and you won't have this issue. The rest of this though is pretty darn cool. I am so excited by the fact that you've made your own custom engine. Good job. So I've pulled out my sim rig, and the cars we have are a turbocharged V8 and the flat 8. Now, the reason why I had to go turbocharged is because it was really hard to get this thing to have enough power, and this thing is really tricked out. It's got a lot of power under here. We have a little less power, but a lot more torque, so I feel that the difference here should even it out. We're mostly dealing with a handling difference, so we're going to see what it's like. Everything else is exactly the same. It's rear-wheel drive, same tires, same wheels, same everything. All I did was duplicate this vehicle and put that engine in there for that one. All right, time for me to go full sweat mode on this. Okay, well that's not good. All right, let's give this another try. Now I've brought it to Spa because Spa is already a particularly notoriously hard track to use. Ooh, it wants to get nice and skittish, but we've got this under control. Coming around to Eau Rouge here is gonna, sorry, it's not Eau Rouge, Radion, something in Radion. These are gonna be tricky. Don't want to get oversteer like that. I'm going a little bit wide, but that's part of the experience of this vehicle. So we're gonna stick with it. And this thing should also get like crazy amounts of lift off oversteer, so you gotta be very careful with that too. Oh, don't wanna lock up. Oh, we're locking up. We're locking up a lot. Oh, that sucked. We don't have ABS on the other one like we did previously. Oh god, okay, well we've gone around. Not an easy car to control. And the turbos are not going to be particularly helpful with that, giving like lots of torque. Oh my god, the traction under braking sucks. Alright, we're gonna have to keep that in mind. Oh, drifting! We didn't want to do that. Come through at what I believe is called No Name. I know, I do get them confused quite a lot. Coming up to Puon though, we're gonna struggle a lot, so we're gonna brake extra early. We have a lot of power, but not a lot of traction, and very little downforce. And then as we reach the exit, ease that power on, but ooh, not too much. This thing will kick out considerably. Oh, come on. Oh, that was an unhappy engine. And you gotta ease that power on nice and slowly with the turbo. The turbo lag almost working as a little bit of like natural traction control as well, by rolling on nice and easily, but not easy enough. Because torque is where acceleration comes from. Power is meant to be more your top speed sort of stuff. And acceleration on like really old tires like this, sketchy. Really sketchy. Oh dear. There we go. Coming around Radion. No, not Radion. God damn it, that's Blanchimont. I believe. Have to downshift a gear there. Coming into the bus stop now, trying to stop nice and early. Lots of lockup. Oh. Okay, we do need to brake a lot earlier than that. Now, it's not just going to be about the time, it's also going to be about the experience of driving the car. And powering it down now to the end. And that is a 3 minute and 9 second. You know what? That is a pretty bad time. No, I'm not happy with that. All right, let's park that up. Hopefully this has just the normal 5-speed. Oh, okay. Big kick of oversteer there under acceleration. But having, like, this near unrealistic amount of power from this engine. Oh, get turned. Here we go. It does feel a lot more stable in the corner. Liftoff, well, we're yet to see that. We're going to see what we do now coming up through Radion, which is going to be a nightmare. Hold on. Oh, very stable. Lots of understeer. Oh. Oh, no. Oh. You know what? I'm going to call that my fault, not the car's. I happened to lift off at the wrong time. So it's not perfect, but it is pretty darn good. We don't have that torque, that really, really nasty, stinky torque. But now coming it down to the first chicane. Lots of lockup still happening. Not a perfect system. Ooh. Not a perfect system still. Oh, and then understeer. Oh, understeer. I wish this thing was tuned for two-wheel drive. I mean, all-wheel drive, easy to make super fast. You probably wouldn't do like an all-wheel drive swap to such a probably would be a very expensive car. It'd be like doing it to a Countach. Would you really tear up a car like that? I mean, I suppose, you know what, YouTubers would, and to be honest, that's a mod that I would probably do one day as well. So, I mean, I can't poo-poo on it too much, but I would love if they had a made-up rear-wheel drive version as well. Come through poo on. Feeling understeery, but controllable. Very flat. Oh! Oh no! We got into a tank slapper. There we go, powering it out now. This is not going to be a good lap. A lot of it's my mistake, but it's a very different feeling vehicle. You got to be very easy at rolling on the power in this old basically 1970s originally, I believe this body is meant to be from. Oh, those lockups. They suck, but it's what you'd expect from a car of this age. Powering it through here now. Roll it on. When we do still have a lot of power and torque, so it's not like an insignificant amount. It's a very big amount of power for its size, though. Like 5 liters creating this much power, naturally aspirated, that's bonkers. Super bonkers. All right, coming up to the bus stop. We're going to stop a little bit earlier this time. Oh, no, that's 2 tires locked up. Oh, 1 tire. Oh! I blipped the throttle a little too early. Not a lot of throttle, but it was enough to send me around, and we've run out of time. So we didn't beat the time, but we did spin around a few times, so it's like not entirely the vehicle's fault. And there you go. 9 seconds slower. That is unfortunate. But you know what? I still like this car. I think it's really cool. If somebody had the time now, the reason why I don't tune my vehicle's suspension is because it's really, really time consuming. But if somebody went through and made a better suspension setup version of this for a rear-wheel drive setup, and maybe adjusted the power curve to be a little bit more realistic for a naturally aspirated engine, oh man, I would love to give that a go. So, to the maker of the mod, good job. I like it. Technically, fantastic. Maybe don't rely on other people's mods. That would be my suggestion. But the rest of this, I love it. It's so good. Well done. Future Phil here. I just finished recording the episode, and I'm going to interject this. I don't know whether the person is okay with them having their work redone. But if anybody is wondering about my mods, I am totally fine with people taking my mods, working on them, doing whatever you want, and then re-uploading them to the repository. Credit is appreciated, but definitely not required. So, I mean, I'm personally fine with it. I don't know if this person is. But for now, I would like to thank my channel members, and that is so good of you guys. I very much appreciate you guys supporting me through this, and for the rest of you though, come on, pick up your slack. No, I'm joking. But yeah, for now, I'll catch you all next time. Goodbye.